and gentlemen, good morning. Happy hump day to you. This is Rob the Mad Hatter from the SBTV Nation, sitting here on a rainy day, but talking to my boy, the Dream. Ked, what is up, man?
What's up, people? It's the Dream in the house. It is a nasty, rainy day here in Connecticut, but hey, we got up, we got it going. I just had a little sip of coffee. I'm going to try to just tone it down just a touch because I got the kids at home, so I don't want them running down here thinking that, whoa, what's going on downstairs with Dad?
Oh, speaking of that, man, happy Veterans Day to everybody that's out there, and, big ups to everybody that has previously served our country and the ones that are also currently serving as well. But big ups to all the veterans out there today.
No doubt, man. Big ups for sure. As anybody that puts their life on the line in this country to hold the values and everything that we have and we hold sacred, hey, salute to you.
Absolutely, man. So something that we were allowed to, well, we still are allowed to do in a bunch of different areas of the country, but New York City and New York, the state of New York, is not having fantasy football anymore, Dream, or fantasy sports.
It's about to be a wrap, player. It's gonna be. Listen, they're only gonna follow suit with everybody else. It's gonna be a wrap. It looks like, and I don't really understand. I mean, I never got into it, so I just don't really. I don't understand completely and totally how the whole thing works. I've been meaning to get on it, and guys have been hitting me up in here left and right about it. Oh, you should, and I'm really sorry, but I haven't gotten on it. But hey, that's a big blow, and it's also a step, I think, in the wrong direction for legalizing gambling.
Well, here's my thing, and here's my problem with the whole situation. All right, so the leagues kicked and screamed and jumped up and down about sports gambling. Yep. They were like, oh, we don't want it, we don't want it, we don't want this, we don't want that, whatever. Okay, so, and then what they did was in 2006, obviously, put together that act as far as outlawing gambling and throughout. So now all the leagues are involved in fantasy. So it's kind of crazy, man, because all the leagues are investors in this situation, Dream. Okay. So it's almost like now it's like, now what's the government going to do? Say, hey, you know what? All right, cool. You want fantasy sports? Well, we're going to just make gambling legal too and make everything legal. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'd love that. I just don't know that that's their stance. I don't. First of all, I just don't understand. There's a couple things about the whole sports gambling that I just don't really understand. The first part I don't understand is I don't understand why they don't want it. If a state like for example, like a state like New Jersey that tried to implement it and they're saying that they want it and they voted for it as a state and the people voted for it, I don't understand why or how you can stop that. Okay, that's the first thing. I then again, and on the second point, I don't understand why if the state is trying to get it, they can't say, hey, this is unconstitutional to our people. We all voted that we want it. Why can Las Vegas have it, but we can't have it? Who cares about what happened 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 15? I don't care about that. What I'm talking about is going on right now today. We want it. The people voted on it. They want it. We want to offer it to them. Why are we being stopped? I don't understand that at all. I just don't, because you're showing a favoritism towards Nevada that you're not showing towards anyone else, okay?
Right.
The flip side of that I don't get is Nevada now, okay, like supposedly could care less about sports betting. I mean, in comparison with table games and all the other things, you go to Nevada, you go drop $20,000 on a sport betting game. You're not getting comped the same way you're getting comped if you're playing $20,000 on a table, right. Okay? And I don't understand that. In one respect, Nevada's sitting here saying, well, we don't really recognize sports gambling. We don't really care about it. It seems like that's their stance. But yet, they want to be all. They don't want fantasy for anybody to have. And then they won't want the rest of the country to have sports betting either. But you're not taking care of the sports betting in your own state, though. So my thing is, if you don't care, then back off of it. I mean, I don't. You and I have talked about this till I've been blue in the face. You guys know my views on it. It makes no sense to me, but I don't know if this is a step forward for gambling, legalizing gambling, or if it's a step backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know, man. But it's just a shame that they outlawed that in New York and Nevada, for that matter. Nevada can't play fantasy either, daily fantasy, that is. So what are they going to do? Are they going to send a SWAT team in when somebody has their fantasy draft in a bar? For real, though. I mean,
what they're going to do is they're going to just, like they're doing it now. I mean, the major fantasy players have been told they're not going to chance getting caught. If they get caught, that means they're going to have to pay heavy fines, and they're going to have to, they'll pay big money if they're letting it happen. So they're just not going to let them do it. I just think that the money behind fantasy, what's good about fantasy is it at least got started.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that it's got started. They're able to see there's actual dollar figures that they're able to see. And also, as you alluded to, the leagues have bought into the fantasy as well.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
With that money behind them, it's going to probably be very hard to get that shut down, or at least keep it shut down, is my opinion.
It's my understanding that these companies haven't even made money yet, because they've spent so much in advertising and getting their software and all that stuff going. They're not even in the black yet, man. They're still in the red. So if they can start getting shut down throughout the country, you could. I'll tell you right now, man. Probably, and I bet you, you know what? I bet you all the offshores are licking their chops, dying to get into daily fantasy.
I just don't understand. I don't know. To me, every state in this country, and I don't know, I could be wrong. There might be some without one, but seems to me every state in this country has at least one casino. Okay,
right.
At this point, so it's cool to play, blackjack, roulette, cards, poker, whatever. But we can't gamble on sports. I just don't. I have not been able to, and I mean, I get the sports side of it, like why they don't want the gambling. I understand the NFL, the NBA, who actually is kind of on it, but I understand why those leagues don't want gambling. Okay, right. I understand what their issue is, as far as contaminating the game, the players, this, that, and the other. But what I don't understand is why the politicians and the rest of the country and the other powers that be are against it, because they should be like, hey, look, whatever, dude. We don't care that you don't want gambling. You know what I mean? This is people want it and they want to do it, so we're going to allow them to do it. I just don't understand why it's just like that. I just don't understand it.
And it's not like it's not, it's
not being done.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not being done in every single other country around.
Yeah,
either.
That's what I just don't get it.
Every single, Canada, Germany, everywhere, bro. We're 194 countries worldwide, man, and 193 of you are being able to wager on sports. And if you live outside of Las Vegas in the United States, you are not allowed to. So,
the other thing is, with the money that it brings, dude, you just police it on top of police it on top of police it on top of police it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's all about. It's just, and there you go. Now you're still creating even more jobs. Everybody's not going to do it anyway. Yeah, so, right. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand why it's such a fight. I don't understand why they're not letting it go. I mean, it's definitely you got every city. Chicago now joined the tale of the pension fund is killing Chicago. Every city is right now economically downtrodden in the state in the United States. You got every state screaming broke. You got a direct way to implement money, income, and jobs.
Yep.
All right, into your state. And yet, we're not doing it still. I mean, let people do what they want to do, man.
Let them do what they want to do, man. I totally understand that and agree with it 100% wholeheartedly, man. So, hey, you know what? Fantasy, I mean, that's in New York. My man sent me a picture, actually, of what a DraftKings site looks like if you go on and you're in New York. It says, hey, New York, protect your right to keep playing daily fantasy sports. Contact your attorney general today. Yeah, right, yeah. I'm going to call the Attorney General right now, Dream.
No doubt. Give him a call, man. Let's get him on the line. Let's talk.
Like, yo, what's your deal, man?
What's up, man? I mean, the Attorney General in New York, I mean, hey, like you got nothing. That's my other thing, too. some of these places, and even with these things, like you got nothing better to do than be worried about fantasy sports. Seriously,
he's not getting his piece of the action.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like there's no crime in New York, so let's go work with fantasy right now because crime's at an all-time low right now. Stop it.
I know, man. Unbelievable. So, that's enough about that subject, man. Let's give a talk about the updated playoff rankings as far as
hold on, wait a minute. Before we even get into the updated playoff rankings, let's give a talk about how your boy yesterday wanted to talk about the Charlotte Hornets yesterday, and you wanted to emphatically, I highly disagree with that dream.
I disagreed with
every
it, man.
time you do. By the way, I just want you to know that every time you do that, I come on the air the next day giggling.
I looked at it. I saw that. Minnesota was traveling back home. We did not see that. And they played the night before. I
said all of that when
I know, but
please. Now, okay, you want to play back and record it? Please play back my recording of that. No, now you don't want to play back now, but it was me and Dizzle going at it. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit in the middle and play it back. I see how you do play it. Y'all see how my boy does me.
Well, but once you are able to host the show from your place,
yes,
you can do whatever the hell you want, brother.
No doubt.
And you've done that to me before in the past, anyway. But
yes, sir.
Looking at this, basketball was a little crazy last night, man. I mean, the Miami Heat did their thing. I actually ended up plugging the Oklahoma City Thunder, who went ham on the Washington
I didn't like Oak City yesterday. I thought the Wizards would be up, and obviously they were not up, or they were up, and Westbrook didn't care.
Yeah, right. No, they looked pretty damn good. And then you were on Charlotte and who else?
Boston Celtics, man. Hey, congratulations on that. Yeah, but I didn't do well in the ice. I knew the ice was a problem. I was trying to figure out which teams were going to not work. I tried to put together the right two-team parlays, and I couldn't get it to work. The Stars ended up coming up really short for me, which was agitating. The Preds ended up working, and the Tampa Bay, and I kind of was leery about Tampa Bay. We talked about it. We talked about Bishop, and how he's been this season. Yeah. I was a little bit leery of Tampa Bay, and as it came out, Tampa Bay, was no good. But I'll tell you what was a shocker, dude. The Kings.
Oh, I can't stand them, man. Oh, they make me nuts. They give you a 1-0 lead, then they give you a 2-1 lead and lose the game 3-2.
Right.
Made me crazy, man. And you know what sucks too is that you're doing well all day long, all night long, right? And then all of a sudden your 10:30 game is the one that starts giving you trouble. I hate that.
You know what I hate in hockey? I hate that one goal, and then you cruise all the way to the third period with it, and it's like, oh, like you're sitting in the middle of the second, and you could just feel that baby's gonna get tied up, and you're just like, come on, dudes, please just score another goal. Come on. And it's like you're hold on, and then right at the 5-minute mark in the third, they tie it, and you're like, look, why they have to do this? That's the one thing about hockey that gets you agitated. It was nice. I finally, for once, got the reversal of that, where my team was down the whole game. That was on Saturday when I had the Capitals come through. So I got the reversal of that and left it. Oh, by the way, the Capitals last night, a funny storyline is I guess Ovechkin is going for some type of record. And they couldn't get a goal last night, and he had
he had 15 shots on goal.
He had 15 shots on goal, and he couldn't score. Dude was he was yo, it was like a hoop player. It was almost like John Starks at the 3-point line. They kept dishing up, and he just kept shooting and shooting and shooting.
I know. It's crazy, man. 15 shots on goal, my man had. Fantasy beast last night. So, and yeah, you know what? We're talking about fantasy because we can do it here in Connecticut.
Yeah, something we could do in Connecticut that something other people. That's so stupid, dude. That's discrimination, and I'm still on that too. By the way,
you want to do the class action lawsuit?
I want to do a class action lawsuit, but it's got to be state this. You're not allowed. I mean, I've already discussed it like with some people who know a little bit more about it than I do. It's like a state-to-state thing, so everybody in their state has to like start one because it's a state. I guess it's a state thing, not necessarily a federal thing. But my thing is I keep saying, guys, it's discriminatory that the people of Las Vegas are, and I know I'm going to get into rhetoric because I've already done it with a bunch of you guys on Twitter, but you're allowing the people of Las Vegas to do something that I think Jersey is the best fight for it because Jersey has asked for it. The people have voted for it. They voted yes that they wanted it, and you're telling them no still. So now you're not allowing the people of New Jersey to have something that the people of Las Vegas are having, and that's discriminatory.
Anybody want to get on a class action lawsuit with the
I want to
SBTV
do it,
Nation?
man. I'm ready to sue. This is not moving fast enough for your boy.
Imagine the kind of steam we would get if we did it, though.
Let's do it. I want to do it, but I think that, like I said, it's not a federal thing. It's more of a state-to-state thing. And you have to have, like I said, Jersey's probably the perfect place to do it because they've already voted that they want it. So the people on the whole have said, this is what we want. And now somebody is saying, we're not giving it to you. So then it's got to be, okay, you're not giving it to us, but you're giving it to Las Vegas. So why?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, man. We got to have Attorney Daniel Wallach come back on the show and have a conversation
man. I want
with
him,
him.
but you know what? I asked him that question when he was on, and he kind of never really gave me a solid answer.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll have to talk to him behind.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to
doors.
him behind the scenes. Say, look, man, let's keep it real on the air. This is Sports Bettors TV, Prayer. We don't. The SBTV Nation ain't standing for the flim flam. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to talk around us.
I'll put your name on the map. Big time. Let's do it. Let's do it wholeheartedly, man.
What's up, people? You boys are up this morning, and we're having a great conversation talking about the dynamics of betting and gambling in this country. And speaking of which, let's get into a little bit of the NCAA. Your rankings came out. I know you're excited about it, but it's kind of just as we thought it was.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna take a quick break. Right after the break, we will go through the playoff rankings as far as collegiate football, guys. So
little bills, y'all. Gotta pay a little bills.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be right back, and we'll be going through that. Dream, let's go.
In sports gaming? Well, now you can. Visit TKWins.com. With over 20 years of experience, they can get you the winning edge you need. Specializing in winning selections on all major sporting events. NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NCAA basketball. Why wait? Check out their free daily winners online. It's never been easier to visit TKWins.com today and start winning. TKWins.com. Consistently picking the winners for you.
Have a product, service, or website to advertise on the biggest show in the world? The SBTV Nation podcast reaches tens of thousands of the best sports fans on the planet in over 194 countries worldwide. Take your business to the next level by advertising with us. Call us now at 872-529-SBTV or email us at sbtvnation@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
Looking at the college football, man, what's going on, Dream?
No doubt. Let's get into it. Let's get into college football.
Let's get on and rock and roll and see what we got on this beautiful hump day, man. So every Tuesday, guys, what ESPN is doing with the committee is they're doing a little show, and they are letting you know who they think the top 4 and the top 25 are as far as the college football playoffs are concerned. And when you look at this, they announce it as follows. Number 1, Clemson. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, The Ohio State University. Number 4, Notre Dame, Dream. Notre Dame slides in as a one-loss team. But
that's dusty, son.
I think that's dusty, number 1. Number 2, they don't have a conference championship. Now, nasty Iowa jumped all the way to 5.
How does Iowa jump in front of Baylor, dude?
Iowa jumps in front of Baylor, right? And Stanford's Baylor's number 6. Stanford is number 7, and Oklahoma State only basically switched spots with TCU and became number 8.
Wow.
Unbelievable. LSU is number 9. and the Utah Utes number 10, followed by Florida number 11, Oklahoma number 12, Michigan State number 13, Michigan number 14, and TCU ski number 15.
They really dropped TCU, man. They really
TCU got smoked, though.
But still, though, man, he just, like, really dropped them.
Because there's no way they're going to make the playoff. I don't care if they win out. They're
no,
done.
I know that.
They're done. And what they were saying last night, they had, big ups to Sport SBTV fan and Brandon Del Rosario today as well, guys. I was watching it last night, and you had the guy Kurt Herbstreit on there. He's talking about how the Big 12 is in trouble. Because of these conference championship teams that can go in. So
the Big 12 is dope though because they're doing it like it's supposed to be done.
I agree, and I think that what he's saying is that if Notre Dame wins out, Notre Dame's going to be in, and the Big 12 may be out.
Dr. Dizzle tried to tell you that.
Ratings.
Dr. Dizzle tried to tell you that. Doc knows what he's talking about sometimes.
Oh man, he did, man. Oh wow! What do you think? I don't know. I'm looking at it here. I just if you're a big dude,
if Baylor wins out though, there's no way that they're not going to be in playoff.
Oh man!
Yeah, if Baylor wins out, there's no way, dude. You're going to take Notre Dame over Baylor if Baylor wins out.
That's what they're saying right now.
No, stop it. No, come on. No. That's not happening.
I don't know. We'll see what I mean. Because Notre Dame has to play Stanford. If they beat Stanford, hey, that's a pretty impressive win. So
I don't care, dude.
It's crazy, man. They need to do 8 teams, bro. They got to do 8 teams, man. This is too much just for 4 teams because you got some of the better teams at the at the bottom. You know what I mean?
The problem is like if you do 8 teams and they're going to be, we should do. I don't know. It should be more than 4 though. I know. I agree with you. They should do 8 teams.
If you had had 8 teams, then you definitely have the clear top 8 in there.
I agree with you. I agree with you. They should do 8 teams.
Because you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 8 would be undefeated. Dream.
Yep.
So that makes sense. But what about Houston? Houston's got no shot, huh?
No.
They wouldn't put an undefeated Houston who runs through Navy and Memphis? Not going to happen, right?
I know. Runs through a Navy and Memphis. That says it all.
Yeah, right. The number 24 in all the land, guys. So, hey, there's a couple of other teams on the outside looking in as well. Florida State, Mississippi State, Northwestern, UCLA. Believe it or not, Navy is ranked number 20. Imagine if they allowed the Naval Academy in there, dude.
Who's Notre Dame got left on your schedule?
Notre Dame has. I know they have Stanford, and I know that they have a couple of other easier games, man, when you look at it. I'm pulling it up right now, Dream. Just give me 1 second. Notre Dame is an independent team, and they have as follows. They have Wake, at BC, and at Stanford. And that's it. No conference champion.
That BC game, could be pesky a little bit.
Could be.
Wake won't. Wake should be Wake should be all set.
I think they're like a 27-point favorite or something like that.
Yeah, and in Stanford, I honestly, I don't know, but I like Stanford over Notre Dame, to be honest with you.
You like Stanford over Notre Dame, huh?
I do, but like we said, the game's gonna have to be played. But I do like Stanford over Notre Dame, and I don't know, guys. I think I mentioned it on Sunday. I've been talking about ESPN, and not that I should be talking about it then, but whatever. The 30 for 30s, I love the 30 for 30 documentaries. They're not really excessively long. They show you a lot of decent stuff. There's different directors who do it. I think they really do a great job with them. There's 2 of them that there's actually 3 of them that I really, really love. And one of them, like just my favorite, is the USC. I think it's called the Trojan War. It's the USC. It talks about the year USC and the year that Texas beat them in the national title game, but it takes you behind the scenes of that, with Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, all the nonsense that went on. Really good. If you got a DVR, you got an on-demand thing, if you got a few minutes, take some time and take a look at it. I think you might really enjoy it. My other 2 favorites, I like 979, which is about the Ben Johnson and the track meet back in Seoul, which I found the story was just absolutely incredible. I love the footage of that, and they just do a great job. I haven't seen one that I really didn't like, but those 2 happen to be 2 of my favorites.
Sweet, man. Sounds good. So what do you want to get into first, brother? What are you in the mood to get into first? There's a whole hell of a lot of NBA games.
Dude, we got a ton of NBA tonight. We got but none of it that I like, really. It's a lot of controversial NBA. And why don't we just go there since we're talking about it at this time?
Yes.
There's a lot of NBA tonight. I don't really love any of it. We saw some stuff go on last night, which kind of went true to form for the most part, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
The one exception was the Knicks. The Knicks beating the Raptors, which I didn't see that happening, but apparently the Raptors had a player out.
Yeah, Carroll was out.
Carroll was out for the Raptors.
I looked at that and it kind of just smelled bad to me. Once I did my homework, I said, nah, forget it, man.
You didn't hit me up with that injury report, by the way, but I wasn't on the game anyway, so that's okay.
No, I was too busy looking at Michigan and all the players that are questionable for Saturday's game.
Right. And did we have any starters in that crew?
There was, I believe there was 2 starters. There's I want to say 3 second stringers and a couple third stringers. As far as Michigan, the Wolverines, college football, they have this question. They're all labeled as questionable with an undisclosed status. I don't know what happened. Maybe something, maybe academics, maybe they got in trouble, maybe I doubt that they're all injured because they would tell you what it is. But it's all undisclosed for the Michigan Wolverines, man. So they're all questionable guys, so we're going to have to take a look at that and see
SBTV Nation, anybody with any information about Michigan. And come on, guys, please don't start with the my boy knows the coach. My boy knows the offensive coordinator. You know how many of those I get? I mean, you get them too, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
I got everybody was... Guys, like when I see stuff like that, I mean, I know obviously I could be getting the truth sometimes, but I just at this point in the game, it's very hard to take that seriously. It's very hard. I'm sorry. Just some things I just start cracking up when I see it. I do get a lot of, we got inside information and we know somebody on the inside and this is going to happen. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
I know, man. That's funny.
Cool.
That is funny.
My boy's ready to lose his $100,000+ job to tell you what's going to go on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Let me slide you a little info.
And then you out of all things are going to be on Twitter telling me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, let's keep it up to perspective in this piece.
Yeah, a little bit, exactly. So looking at the NBA card, man, looking at your boy, the Black Mamba, going into the Orlando match.
Son, I saw something yesterday. I don't know. Kobe did he not play last night?
I think he was off. But I want to say he played last night. I could be wrong, man.
Byron Scott made some comments about if Kobe says that he can't go, like it's like serious and he really can't go. That's a problem, dude.
I saw yesterday that his status was fitness.
Okay.
Don't know what the hell that means.
Okay.
What does fitness mean, guys? As far as an injury status.
He's with a fitness chick.
Yeah, right.
Kobe Cole's with a fitness chick. You know how that goes down.
And Kobe did not play last night.
Yeah, he didn't. Like I said, there's been I saw a comment. It was right before I went to bed. I saw a comment from Byron Scott saying that when Kobe says he can't go, it's really serious because the type of competitor that he is. They got an issue with Kobe. I feel bad for you feel bad for a guy. I mean, how do you feel bad for a guy that's like a $200 million person? You know what I mean? It's like really, I'm feeling bad for him.
I know. I'm like,
feeling
what are
bad
you saying,
for me. But I feel bad for a guy because, Kobe came into the NBA, like right out, 18, 19 years old, very, very young. Like, dude has known nothing else but the NBA and basketball. And I know this comes to fruition for everybody. It's time to move on. But you could see, the issue with not wanting to let go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you could see that it is time to let go, though. I mean, Kobe, I know you don't want to, and we see this with a lot of our great athletes. They just can't let it go. But, dude, once you get to a certain age, you just can't do it no more, man. No matter what. I know you think you can because, you run around and you're still better than, you're still better than 75% of everybody else out there, period. But when it comes to other professional athletes in your field, you're just not there anymore. And unfortunately, he's not there anymore. And the Lakers, I thought the Lakers were not smart when they re-signed him. I like what they did to him. That speaks volumes about the organization. But honestly, he should have got packaged up, and they should have got other talent on that team for him. I mean, it's a business, and we've seen it happen over the years. They should have done something like that if he wanted to still play, and they didn't.
Yeah, well, OJFB and Razor Ramon are telling me that he was out because of rest. Well, they're only 7 games into the season, so I mean, wanting to rest. I mean, does Duncan Sticks take that much rest? I don't think so.
No, he doesn't. Not yet. But, I mean, I think over the course of the season he will, but Duncan Stick is how they rely on him and how they rely on Kobe a little bit different. And his game is a little bit different of a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Standing in the post and, taking, his little post jumpers and, Kobe running up and down the floors of two different
dynamics. Two different positions, exactly. Well, the Lake Show, I believe, are going to be without Kobe again tonight, coming into the Orlando Magic.
I mean, centers can play forever. So remember, Robert Parrish and dudes even what was the cat that they had on the OKC cat, the old cat they got?
Oh, I forgot.
With the Perkins.
Oh yeah, Perkins. Yeah.
Perk Daddy. You know what I'm saying? The centers be hanging around forever on the bench, running up and down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, big ups to Terrence Mack out there saying Happy Veterans Day. Just sent me some nice photo there, man. Yeah, big ups to you and.
Gee, is that you in the picture?
Everybody out there, brother. So let's see what else we got here.
Let us know if that's you in the picture or is that somebody player. If it is, we want to just say salute you and big ups to you as far as that's concerned.
1,000%, man. 1,000%. So Lake Show coming into Orlando. Orlando is 3-5. Lake Show is 1-6. Lake Show looked a little hungry last night, man. And, they ended up getting blown out by the Miami Heat at the end.
Say.
But
they got fed.
Son, they were within 1 at halftime. They were up I want to say they were up 6 points at one point in that game. I mean, kind of a little bit of a headache in the beginning if you're given, 12 points with the Miami Heat.
It's a streaky game, player.
Yeah,
you know that.
It is, exactly. But Orlando -8 with an under-over of 90. I'm sorry, what under-over 99? What the hell is that? Wow, that's wrong. Under-over of 99. I get all over that all day long. No, it's -8 points, and I do not have a total yet on that game.
Sure.
You going with that?
I don't have a total either. Sorry.
All right, no problem, man. No problem. So pick out a game or two, Dream, that you're feeling, man.
To be honest with you, I kind of very lightly, guys. And remember, please, it is 9:30 in the morning, players. Right. I don't know who's playing, who's not playing. So I kind of have a small lean. This Hornet team, I told you, I think Deke's picks also turned me on, and me and him were talking about it as well. So I got to give him a shout out as we've talked about the Hornets a little bit together. But this Hornets team is very pesty, vastly improved, getting it done. They got the Knicks coming in, and I don't really like the Knicks. Right. The Knicks came off a game last night in Toronto that they did win, kind of a decent game. Then we have the Hornets coming off a game against the Timberwolves, and now they're back home. I kind of slightly like Charlotte. Go in and take a look, do your homework before the game, make sure your whole lineup and your whole roster is, and you're comfortable with it. But guys, once again, these are $25, $50 play. I mean, these are very light, these are light plays. These are not anything heavy that I'm recommending for you because, it's the beginning of a long season, and basketball players seem to take the same kind of stance as, you see in baseball sometimes at the beginning of the season. However, the Hornets are an awesome team, okay? They're a pretty good team, very scrappy. So the Hornets have to try to win the games that they can win, and this is one of them, or else it just will come back to bite them at the end of the season. So That's why I like this particular spot for the Hornets. And I told you I don't really like that Knicks team.
Potential 8th seed?
I don't know if I can go there. Got to see a little bit more out of them.
Got to see a little bit more out of them. A lot of people are talking about the Knicks being the 8th seed, kid.
I know, and I'm not in that discussion.
Fishbone taking them to the promised land, man. Taking a look at this. So Charlotte is 3-4, and the Knicks are 4-4. And will 4-4 in a 500 record, moving forward throughout the rest of the season, get you into the Eastern Conference playoffs.
If you got 1,100 and you just want to make $100, I do get you a win tonight, though, because the Brooklyn Nets are coming into Houston, and they will probably get smoke showed. Now, the 12 points I absolutely hate because, the Rockets won't, but the thing with the Rockets is they haven't played that great this season. So, in hoop, when you get that dynamic of the Rockets, one of the upper echelon teams, Nets are probably, like I said, maybe the worst team in basketball. So you got Brooklyn now at a point, because they haven't played great, they're probably going to, lay the hammer down on the Nets. So I don't love the 12, but I don't really have a problem with maybe taking a shot with the 12. But I do think that the Rockets there's a high probability that they're going to win this game.
Yeah, definitely. I think I agree with you on that one.
All right.
But we'll take a look and move it forward.
Son, is it me, or is Golden State play the Grizzlies like every week?
Yeah, it seems that way.
It's like they're back in the playoffs.
They just played them a couple of nights.
I know, and now they're back again playing.
Last week, exactly. But moving over to this game really intrigues me big time, man, and I'm going to tell you why. You got the LA Clippers going into the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
And you got your boy, DeAndre Jordan.
Yes. Who
had that situation with Mark Cuban and
yes.
And all that situation. What kind of booze is this man going to get when he walks into the arena?
Who cares? He gets the 5 minute of booze and they're back to playing basketball. He could care less. It's a strategic move he made, and big ups to him for playing. He played Mark Cuban at his own game, so big ups to him for that. Yeah. He got paid. You know what I'm saying? He got to stay where he was, and he got the best deal out of it. Look, the Mavericks, and they've been promoting it on. You've been watching the commercials. They've been kind of blowing this game up, doing that whole thing. That "Take a Look at Me Now" Phil Collins song in the background.
Yeah. Right. That's great.
Absolutely hilarious.
That was good.
But I would say the Clips are going in there because the Mavericks. Oof.
Mavs are brutal, huh?
They're not that good this year. But I didn't like them last year either. There's something about this team. I never really liked their makeup. Even the year they won, I was like still scratching my head. But hey, I like the Clippers to win this game. I don't love it. This is not one of the games on my radar, but I think the Clippers will win.
Yeah, the Dallas Mavs are 1-2 at home and 3-4 record total, man. So moving over to that other game that you were talking about, how these two teams play each other like all the time ever since the playoffs. Golden State Warriors at the Memphis Grizzlies, man. Golden State -7, under over of 199.5. And my boy, Sport SBTV fan, has been he's been loving the first half Golden States, and they've been working for him, man. It seems like Golden State just likes to just start off hot, Dream.
Yeah, they start off really hot, and listen, they already beat the Grizzlies down 119-69. Okay, so that's a little preview of what happened the last time they played. Obviously, I would guess the Grizzlies are going to want to make a little better of an attempt in this particular matchup. But no parts of betting again. Listen, Golden State's a team. You either bet with them or you don't play.
Absolutely, man. So, you know what? I'm probably going to be just kind of falling back a little bit because, I got to do I got to watch Empire tonight.
Oh, son.
I got to watch Empire. It's been really good, man. I've been really enjoying that show.
Empire, man.
Yes, definitely. Oh. When you going to get on it, man?
Probably not. I just struggle with. I mean, I like I said, we got our little dusty shows that we watch too here, and I got no more room for anything else. I don't know.
There's another show on it, and it's absolutely crazy. But I was watching this with my wife just in between games last night. I was watching. You ever watch The People's Couch?
No, sorry.
All right, so it's a bunch of people sitting on they're sitting on couches and they're like rating all these shows and like doing comments and stuff like that. It's really great, man.
Who came up with that? The Rock?
I don't
know. The People's Couch.
The people. Yeah, exactly.
The people. Wait! I know who came up with The Public. The Public's Couch. We should come up with our own show called The Public.
Yes. Exactly, but what they do is they go through. So you can actually you see all the good parts of all the shows, and they comment on it and stuff like that. Some of the stuff they do is really funny, man.
I want them to do the real story. I want the behind the scenes of Jay Cuddles' crib and house and the dynamics in that relationship, and then I want a reality Ray Rice show.
Yes.
Those I would actually probably try to watch just to see the dynamic of the interaction between the two of them.
Ray Rizzo is still yet to get a phone call.
Still yet to get a phone call. Niners need a running back. Patriots need a running back. Terrell Owens talked about it, and I don't know if you guys like Terrell or not, but listen, I like Terrell Owens. I always liked him. He was a Niner, obviously, so that's it. But he talked a lot of trash, but I'm good with a guy that talks trash but backs it up on the field for the most part, with the exception of like Cam Newton. I don't know. It's something about Cam I don't like. But anyway, Terrell's talked about how, that he got blacklisted in the NFL and they would not let him. He could still play, and I believe that in his last couple of years when he was trying to get back in, I believe that he could still play. But he said that nobody would touch him, and it seems to be the same thing with with Ray Rice. But then I see this with Ray Rice. But then I don't understand the Greg Hardy thing. So I don't know what you take from that, but something's definitely wrong that nobody's even giving Ray a tryout.
No one's even giving him a tryout, man. Unbelievable. But, hey, maybe next year somebody will pick him up in the offseason or something like that. He's got to get a little bit more rehabilitated, like you and I always talk about anyway, Dream. So,
right.
As far as the NBA, man, I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me.
Okay.
As far as that's concerned, just looking I'm definitely going to be tuned in, here and there, in the commercial breaks and all that during my show to watch the Clippers and Dallas Mavs. I think that's going to be the one that I'm going to be pretty much involved in as far as watching is concerned. Shooting over to the NCAA football, guys. 7 days a week now is football. And we have a couple of games on the ticket tonight. We have November 11th is today, and we have Bowling Green, the Falcons coming into Western Michigan, and the Broncos over there. Currently, Bowling Green is -3 with an under-over of 75 points. Bowling Green, Dream, 7-2, looking for a bowl game here.
No doubt.
And pretty high-powered offense, man. Have you taken a look at them yet?
I have seen Bowling Green. I've been, slightly impressed, but for the most part, they've been what they've been somewhat, in the past. I like what they got. I like the product that they're putting out. I have not seen this Western Michigan team, though. But, my lean is I don't have one.
Your lean is you don't have one.
I don't have one. I mean, I want to try to say Bowling Green, but I'm not going to give you guys something that I don't know. I don't know nothing about Western Michigan, so I would be completely making a clown out of myself to give you Bowling Green because I don't know Western Michigan, and it'd be just based on knowing Bowling Green. So yeah. I don't have a lean on this particular matchup.
Yeah, man. I mean, taking a look at this here, this particular situation. I mean, Bowling Green, they've been doing their thing quite a bit, quietly here. I mean, over the last couple of games, they've won 6 straight games, Stream. The only losses that they have are to Memphis and Tennessee, which are pretty strong teams as far as upper echelon schools, man. So they've been doing their thing. I mean, they've been scoring a lot of points. Dude,
Matt Johnson's got 33 touchdowns. I mean, that's stupid.
Stupid, right? That's why the under-over 75, player.
No doubt.
62 points, 48 points, 59 points, and 62 points in their last 4 games. And they're only given 3 to Western Mich. So, something to take a look at, man. Western Michigan has won 5 straight games, and they are scoring a lot of points. 54, 58, 35, 49, and 41. Another track meet tonight, huh?
Yeah, it should be a track meet as far as the stats are concerned. Not a particular, this game doesn't have any appeal to me.
That game could go either way. You could be down 14 points and all of a sudden have a lead. You know what I mean?
However, there is another game on tonight that I do know something about both teams.
Oh, okay. The Northern Illini Huskies going
Buff,
into...
son!
There's Buff, kid. There you go, man. You got Buffalo.
Buff!
Talk to me about Buffalo, man.
That's my boys.
Buffalo
I love Buff,
Bulls.
man. They got a potent offense. They know what they're doing. They play well-rounded football. They're a pretty decent team, and they're going to get probably beat tonight.
Going to get beat tonight, huh? By Northern Illini. Huh?
Northern Illinois, man. They first of all, they beat Toledo, which was kind of impressive. They beat Ball State, which I think was, a little bit on the kind of impressive side too. Northern Illinois has played some pretty decent teams, and they've been, not that bad. Buffalo may be a little bit out of their range with this Northern Illinois team, unfortunately, even though Buffalo's been somewhat impressive in the past. But I like Northern Illinois to win this game.
You like Northern Illinois, huh?
Yeah, I do.
All right, and they are -7 points here. And when you look at Matt Johnson as far as fantasy is concerned with Bowling Green, man, 37.5 points he's averaging. Wow. but he's expensive as hell, man. And when you look at some of the other quarterbacks here as far as Northern Illinois, Ryan Graham, is that their quarterback starting today? 3.5 points. Ryan Graham, no way. Can't be.
For who?
For Northern Illinois.
Hare's their quarterback. Is he injured? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to take a look at that, man.
All right,
because he's
sure you guys check out. Hare is their quarterback. Drew Hare is the quarterback for Northern Illinois. Check and see and make sure that he's playing, because if you're telling me they're offering another guy, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, man. Unless Connecticut is laying the smackdown on fantasy now too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get on, and I can't get all my guys situated, man. That would not be a good look at all. But all right, so as far as those two games, you like Northern Illinois tonight to win the game outright.
No doubt, son. You might want to take a shot at the whatchamacallit quarterback, at the quarterback for Bowling Green.
He's too expensive, man.
What's he cost?
He is, I think $9,500, man. Be about 20% of your bankroll.
Okay.
He's on your quarterback, but he's putting up numbers. You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt.
it makes total sense when you're doing that. And when I'm taking a look at Northern Illinois, I just want to look at the injury report here, guys. Give me 1 second while I'm pulling it up. There's like 1,000 teams here. Ryan Graham expected to start Wednesday.
Oh,
Drew
okay.
Hare out for the season.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Ooh.
now I'm off the game. Good looking.
Guys, this is just so you know. I mean, this is a show we do in the morning. There's a lot of this stuff a lot of the research that we cannot do on the air specifically. And, you know, for me to get it, I already get here an hour earlier before the show anyway to prepare. So, you know, I mean, you know, hey, one of these days, you know, I'll be able to get up at 6 in the morning and get a nice fat paycheck and be able to do all this homework prior to. But taking a look at this here, Drew Hare is out for the season, man. So Ryan Graham is going to be in with 3.5 fantasy points on average as the backup so far. So we don't know nothing about him. I can just tell you is some of his stats so far. Last game, 9 for 12. 132 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, with a passer rating of 194.9. Okay. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do, Dream. Too bad, huh?
Yeah, no good.
Too bad. All right. So, hey. Yeah, that's right, man, because that was during the Toledo game.
Oh, okay.
That was during.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's right. You're right.
And the receiver was injured in that game as well. And Tommy Lee Lewis is downgraded to doubtful as well. Oh, dude, that's going to be a tough game.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough game. They did manage to beat Toledo with those guys, though.
Yeah. No, definitely not getting on that. I'm staying away from that game.
Right,
I would recommend, well, hey, you guys got to do what you want to do, but that's rough.
Glad I pulled you off it.
Yes, I'm glad we did. Well, I would have did the research afterwards anyway.
Right. Exactly. All right, guys, moving over to the ice real quick.
That's why it's so important, you know, to do the research, get out there and check stuff out before, you know, and that's another reason why I struggle with sometimes everybody, you know, saying that we know what everybody's put in because they put it in already. Because I don't know how you put these games in if you don't know really what's going on with them. So, obviously, do your research and find out what's going on before you get involved in them.
Absolutely, man, because I know for a fact that 90% of the people out there that are just throwing blind stuff in are not really doing their homework. They're just looking at a team and they're looking at a point spread and saying, oh, I remember this team beat Toledo, so let me put it in. It's just the way it goes, man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you used to do that early in your career. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did. You know, but now you got to really look into everything and, you know, just make sure you're doing the right homework.
I never really, you know what? I didn't really do that for the simple fact of, because I never been a garbage game guy. You know what I'm saying? So like that Toledo, like I would have, okay, wouldn't even be looking at that. You know what I mean? I believe it or not, now I look at a couple more, you know, not high profile type games, you know, or teams, because I do the show, than I ever have.
Yep, of course.
You know,
of course, definitely. 2 games on the ice only tonight, Dream, and I'm a little sore with the ice after the LA Kings last night.
Don't be, player.
I know. You know what it is that each goal,
professional sports,
each goal means so much as far as odds are concerned. Each goal, I mean, one goal. Most of these games are. I mean, this is a 3-2 league. Let's face it. Most of the games end on 5. So, you know, anywhere between 5 and 6. So, I mean, let's say if they ended on 5. 1 goal is 20% of all the scoring, man. That sucks. You know what I mean? As far as, if you're trying to, anybody that's trying to get out of something or whatever, you know what I mean? It just, 1 goal can change the whole complexion of the entire game. I mean, same thing with baseball, but for the most part, for me personally, I'm going to continue rocking the hockey, man. But, just a little salty after the Kings last night, man. But looking at this, Montreal at Pittsburgh and Edmonton at the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Anaheim Mighty Ducks coming off the loss to the Arizona Coyotes, kid. What's your thoughts on the Anaheim Ducks tonight? You think they bounce back?
I do. It's a good spot for them. I definitely think they bounce back. So I wouldn't mind getting involved with the Ducks. But you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I believe that they are on the road to getting to where they're supposed to be. And I think this is a good spot for them, as the Oilers don't pose like any too much of a threat.
Big ups to my man James Knoll out there as well. Always retweeting us, man. We appreciate that. And looking at this here, I mean, Edmonton is not that good, and they are plus 165 as far as an underdog is concerned. Under over 5.5, and the Anaheim Ducks are minus 185. So that one there, Dream, you're saying that's a light lean?
Yep.
And let's just see. Montreal, the Habs are coming into Pittsburgh. Any interest in Pittsburgh? Minus 140? Wow.
No.
The Habs are an underdog, huh?
Yes.
With a 13-3 record?
Yeah, I don't know. You may want to check into this as well, as there may be some injuries going on, or something could be going on.
We got to look into this and see what's going on as far as the lineups. We got to check the goalies. They do their whole morning skate. The whole package, man. Hey, and big ups to Total Sports Edge out there as well. What's going on, brother? How are you? We're talking about the 2 ice games right now, and just trying to figure out if there's anything interesting, which not really seeing, Dream. Not really seeing. So that's pretty much it, man. I don't really have anything else. You got any other subjects or rhetoric you got for the audience?
Rhetoric.
Are you good?
I'm good, man. I'm good today. I don't have any rhetoric for you. Want to wish. And that is Terrence Mack in the picture, and just wanted to congratulate him and say thank you again for what he did as far as serving his country's concerned.
Absolutely.
Big ups to him.
Absolutely, guys. All right, man. So we're going to get the hell out of here today and get ready for Thursday Night Football tomorrow, Dream.
No doubt. Just want to thank everybody that's been retweeting the show as usual, guys, and all the support. And guys, hit me up at night. We will get get back at it again tonight. Hit me up a little bit later. We can talk and kick it a little bit. We got Total Sports Edge out there to pick. Jay Snyder, Jay Cass, Benjamin Rowe, G Rose, BT, Tommy Kings from TK Wins is out there as well. SD Grind is out there. My man Irvin, what's happening? Good morning to you, player. Chris Stosh, JDH24, MC Money, JC Change is out there as well. C Rodriguez Jr., Direct Sports Solution. Good morning, Direct Sports Solution out there in Houston. We got Marley Marr out there, the incredible Marley Marr. Marlon's out there, CDN. Capper Kings, Jeff Ryan, AB Link, KMVU, Razor Ramon, Frank Vincolato, LA Wizkid, Tip Talker, Vegas Girl 92661, still recovering, and we wish her the best. Sir Mata's out there, no requests, Angelo Nunez, Terrence Mack, Jason Riley, Pete Perez, Woodbine Fan. Good morning to you, Woodbine Fan. Yes. What's going on, player? Happy to see you up this morning, kicking it with us. OJFB, the ever-present, looking for my Jay Cutler show. Talking about it would be funny hearing Cuddle's wife telling me stinks. Snoopy Vets is out there as well, and so many more. Average Joe Punter out in sunny Australia, where I would like to be at right now. Not here, as it's dreary and nasty, but at least it's not cold, so I can't really complain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we generally will have had a couple little snow flurries or something happen by now, and the weather here has been absolutely phenomenal, so I am not going to complain as we're kind of into November and still not getting cold yet, which means I haven't had to turn the heat on, which means I haven't had to fill my oil tank up.
Yes.
Just another extra added bill that you have to pay living on the East Coast. Guys, as always, I am the Dream. Thank you for your support. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm sure in the next couple of days, people are going to be getting SBTV t-shirts, the ones that won Freaky Friday. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the t-shirts, taking a picture, send it over to us. We'll be popping it on all of our social media for 194 countries to see. And anybody that buys our t-shirts as well, we will also do that, man. I want to get a plethora of people out there in the nation wearing a T-shirt stream.
No doubt.
That would be dope, right?
Most definitely.
And we also ordered female tight tank tops as well. And they're really
and
nice.
For the Antonio Brown backers out there that's really feeling him right now, let's see how Antonio Brown's numbers look now that Ben Roethlisberger's not in the lineup. You guys in your dusty sports. So not relative and so always on today.
New England Patriots, New York Giants, under over 54.5. Dream. I can't wait to watch. Eli is going to carve up the New England secondary, and Brady is going to go ham on their secondary. That's all I got to say about that. We love you to death. Go out there, go easy, do your own homework, take your own plays. Big ups to Strategic Investments in Maurice Dante, and get that money. Let's go.